Hey guys, what's going on? Rabid here, and it's kind of sad times happening right now because this Antminer L3 Plus, I am gonna have to pull the plug, at least for a little while. We'll get to why in a minute here, but you know what? Things just aren't looking too great when it comes to this miner itself. All right, can we get a quick moment of silence before we do pull the plug on this Antminer L3 Plus? And there it goes. The life signs are slowly fading. And it's off, a little dusty. Ethernet, you gotta go as well. All right, the Antminer L3 Plus is now officially turned off. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the RabidMining YouTube channel. And today, I did have to turn off this Antminer L3 Plus. It just wasn't able to keep up anymore. So this thing was really profitable, and no, I'm not gonna sell it or anything. I'm just gonna keep it here, hang it out, you know, clean it up and everything. And eventually, maybe we can get that thing back online. But just the way it's sitting right now, as you know, the L7s have been coming out. There's that new CS Lite or something like that that just dropped, the LT6 or something. That came out recently, and that's about 3 of these that are way more efficient. The L7s are absolutely mining masters when it comes to the script algorithm, and the difficulty has just been going up. And this thing right now has only been making about 11 cents after power. So that's not really worth it. So yes, it is still green, it's paying for the power, but you know, essentially it's using 660 watts with the hiveos firmware. If you're running this thing stock, that's 800 watts, so you may be in the red. But basing how your power price goes, this will actually drop my pricing on my power down just slightly, maybe, you know, to get to a lower price range. But, you know, it's different depending where you live. But I do have to take this down. We're going to go look in the workstation here at the network hash rate and everything that's been going on, and kind of explain to you, you know, when it makes sense to turn something off. And right now, it just makes sense not to mine on this thing currently. The next bull run may be a different story. I could turn it back on, but for now, it's gonna have to lay dormant. So here I am at litecoinpool.org, which I did find through a bunch of pool tests to be, at least for the script algorithm, one of the most profitable pools to actually mine on. But if I look at my past rewards, and it's been a while, I haven't really been looking at this, and I finally did, 0.023, 0.024, 24, 25, 4, 2, 3, 2, you know, 0.22 to 0.25 type of operation here. And, you know, I was around 0.03 to 0.042 for a long time. And then now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, the profits are like 50% less than what I'm used to actually always getting. So then I took all this 0.023. I went into my actual account. I shut it off. So I did set my payment to 0.1. I'm receiving my last payment. Looks like actually it just came out. So it was fast. It's already there. And now I'm looking at the price. 0.023 Litecoin is $2.49. Now I am using $2.37.6 when it comes to power. That's like 11.5 cents in terms of profit. You know, profitability just isn't looking that great at the moment. Now let's take a look at some other factors. Yes, the price is down, but the biggest factor is the release of those L7s. Look at the difficulty in about this area, and it's just slowly going pretty much straight up. It's on an uphill incline here, and you know, it's making your yield come down. Coins mined per day, as we saw, I'm like at a 50%. Now it doesn't look like the difficulty is that much here. If I could drop this down, this is the past 6 months, but it's definitely on the rise, and it's just making this L3 Plus not that profitable. So let's just take a look at these other miners that are actually hitting the market now. So it does state November at ASIC miner value, November 2021, the L7 was supposed to release. Now these just started coming in due to shipping issues and everything the past couple months here. So that we're starting to feel them on the network now. And this is 9.5 gigahash at 3,425 watts. So that is about 19 times the hash rate. So 19 L3 pluses rolling right here, and at about 5.5 times the power. So you can see the efficiency difference. 19 times the hash rate at 5.5 times the power. This thing is an absolute monster. Now we also have the LT6, 3.35 gigahash at 3200 watts. Now, obviously the L7 is way more efficient, but still, this thing is still, you know, almost 2 times as efficient as the L3 Plus, or even 3 times. This thing is a monster compared to the L3 Plus. So these new miners are greatly reducing the profitability of that Antminer L3 Plus. I do have this gold shell HS Lite here as well, but unlike the Antminer L3 Plus, this is actually still profitable. So it's making about 450 to 500 coins every 24 hours. So daily, that does work out at the current price of about $5.22. It's only using an extra 40 watts, that's 700 watts here. And if this pumps up to what it previously did at 5 cents, that's $24.70 a day. So, you know, this thing is still worth mining. So I'm leaving this one on, but I am sad to say that I do have to turn, or already did, turn that Antminer L3 Plus off. But if you are looking for any of the up-to-date current miners, be sure to check out the links in the description. Coin Mining Central does have a wide variety, and some of them may still be in stock. But remember, as soon as things come in stock, they do sell out extremely fast. So this just pretty much goes to show that, you know, it's not really a price issue. Even though, yes, the market is down, it's not down like we did see previously in 2018. This is more of like a difficulty issue with those newer miners coming in. Obviously not that one, but new age miners coming in, raising the difficulty. That does drop profitability down. And at times, it makes sense to start turning off miners. In this case, I got to turn that off. It is an old thing. They came out in like 2016, 2017 or something. They're fairly old miners, but you know, they're still kicking, they're still going strong. But you know, in regards to my situation, I do have to turn that one off. So see you later. Goodbye. Moment of silence. One more time. I'm just kidding. We don't have to do that. But yeah, I do have to turn that one off. As for everything else, obviously everything is still running. Everything else is profitable and doing its thing. CPUs are a little more work. You got to do a little more switching and everything, but you can still keep these things anywhere from 70 cents to over $1 a day, depending what you want to mine and how often you do want to switch. Well, that does pretty much sum up this video, guys. But before we do go, let me know in the comments, who knows what miner this is? This one is, you know, probably one of my favorite miners I have ever tried. This thing is awesome. This thing hardly uses any power, 230 watts, makes over $10 a day after power. This thing is amazing. It's absolutely awesome. But yes, this is the KD Box Pro. Absolutely amazing. RGB. I don't know if RGB is going to be around forever or if these are a limited edition, but these things are awesome. So keep an eye out for these. If you can find one, I definitely recommend picking up a few of these. I want like at least 10 of these for sure. Like, I don't know. I want a whole bunch of these. I believe ASIC mining is potentially getting more and more interesting for the standard residential miner because they're quieter, they're small, they're compact, they run on Wi-Fi. You know, they're making these more, I guess, achievable for residential miners, unlike the giant Bitcoin miners, which are mostly designed for loud areas and mining farms. Well, thank you for watching this video, everyone. I'll see you on the next one, and Rabid out.